everybody, Tash the Minion Mature Minecrafting Lady here, back with another episode of my Let's Play Minecraft Bedrock series, MINTOPIA. So guys, I built my base on top of a badlands plateau. Well, I say I built my base. I've laid out some cobblestone. That's about it. This was a nightmare. I think I made a really bad decision. I nearly gave up. Nearly went and moved on to a nice grassy plain or a jungle or anywhere apart from this dead wasteland. But I've persevered. So let's have a little look around and see what I've done so far. I've also got to tell you guys, I've seriously dirt tight trying to make this video. I did promise that I would record my first day, and I did. I truly did. And then I deleted the file, just closed it, deleted it, and that was it, all gone. And then this video that I'm recording as we speak is the second time I've recorded it, because I recorded the whole episode, went to extract my gameplay memory stick and I hadn't pressed record. It's just one of those days. So yeah, so let's have a little look around. So I've been in this world for about a week and I've literally just been grinding. So I've done resource gathering and things like that. So, it's that time of the night. Okay, what was I saying? Grinding. Yes, I've been grinding. So, this cobblestone that you can kind of see here is going to be the outline of my base. So I've kind of done a bit of a mock-up in my test world. So we'll nip into creative and go and have a look at that. I've got a bit of a sorting room going on here. It's got no roof. It's incredibly unsafe at the moment. The problem is my base is going to be so big, the central part of the base. I'm going to have to build it in sections anyway. And although my inventory always looks shockingly bad, I do like everything sorted. So I've kind of trying to keep the resources that I'm gathering into some semblance of order for now. So this is my makeshift little shack. It's teeny. There's not even room for Desolate in here. It's a shack for one. The big perch pillar here is the centre of my base, which is all the way around here. Let me see if I can pillar up and try and give you a bit more of an idea. Okay, so as I said, we'll go and have a look at this in the creative test world, just so you can see the mock-up. But that's all the outside, and it forms a massive hexagon, and it goes all the way around like so, all the way around. Yeah, this side is going to be my sorting room. Over there is the industrial centre with what looks like the Enterprise, the Starship Enterprise over there. So we'll head over there in a little while. There's not much to show. Desolate is in the middle of building an iron farm, so we'll go and see that. This side is going to be kind of the base of operations. So I want a big nether portal on the back wall. That diagonal part there hangs over a ravine, so that's all going to be glass. And then I'll probably have the enchanting and maybe potion room or something. I'm not sure yet. This quarter here is going to be the trading hall, and I've got a tiny little trading hall set up, which we'll go look at shortly. And then this side, I'm not sure yet how or what's going to go in here. Probably my concrete machine, a super smelter, not decided. But as I said in my first episode, this is going to be a mega build. This is just months and months and months of work. But I've kind of got a bit of a frame laid out, and I need somewhere bigger than this little shack. So over that way, I've got some farm land, and we'll go and have a look at that in a mo. Where did I come up? I'm back to stone tools and iron tools and no enchantments and iron armour, and it's rubbish, and I've got no elytra and I've got to run everywhere. So as you can see, this is all a big plateau. I'm going to have some big farms. At the moment they're just tiny little ones all put together there, but it'll be sort of big farms in glass domes, and any other ideas that you guys might come up with. I'm looking for any sort of inspiration on this big mega build. Just keep in mind I want it to be quite futuristic, so my colour palette's going to be sort of grey concrete, white concrete, black concrete. So I've got some animals. Now, this is just such a barren wasteland. Like, nothing spawns here. No passive mobs anyway. So I started a mine, and my nearest village is about 1,000 blocks away. So I basically had to bring 2 cows, and I got 3 sheep in the end, to follow me all through my mine shafts just to bring them here, over 1,000 blocks. So yeah, that took a while. So I'm breeding them up. Now I've got an issue here. I've put down dirt, but my grass won't grow, and I don't know what to do. And I've tried bone meal and I've tried water, and yeah, it won't grow. So I'm desperately trying to get Silk Touch or get my trading villagers and then get Silk Touch, so I can try and bring some grassy blocks over. Because I wanted the wool, but I can't shear them because there's no grass for them to eat for the wool to grow back. So yet again, at my village that's over 1,000 blocks away, I've had to pen up a load more sheep, and I have to keep running over there and standing there and running around after them with shears until I've got wool to make all the beds that I need. So I've got a little pen ready for chickens, but I haven't brought any over yet. A little bit of a sugarcane farm. That won't be staying over here. That will be over in the industrial area with all my other farms. Some trees. Little tree farm going here. Brought over some bamboo, and again that will eventually be over in the industrial area. And then your usual crops, your carrots, potatoes are down there, beets are there, and then wheat here, which is actually ready for harvesting. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Down here is where my mine is. So I've put some stairs because blocks are a pain in the butt. So this is my mine. What we're on level 63 at the moment. So this goes all the way down to 9. It's standard strip mining, except for I've not really gone off any other sections at the moment. Got some obsidian ready for when I want to make my portal. But basically I sort of started digging and in preparation for doing my strip mine. And then I had the crazy idea that, and I think it's because I went to look for something and realised it was a nightmare trying to get up and down the badlands. So I mined all the way along to here, to 181, and then my village is straight in that direction at 181, 1824. So basically I mined nearly 1,000 blocks in that direction and came up dead smack in the middle of the village. And as I said, I brought 2 cows, 3 sheep, and I brought 2 villagers all the way down here. So I'll head on back up and I'll show you where my villagers are. So guys, this is my temporary trading hall. Obviously I needed to make that incredibly safe. And I've only got 2 villagers so far. So I'll take you out and show you the breeder in a minute. But they come from the breeder on this track, which goes all the way around the back, and then it fills up from this side. So I'll just keep filling each pod as I go along. And it's a similar design to the one I had in my previous world. But we were front loading them and we had to put dirt around it, and I've kind of stopped doing all that now. So they're actually sitting in mine carts and they'll stay in those mine carts. And all this lovely rail came from all the adventures that I've been having in the considerable amount of underground or abandoned mine shafts that are in the badlands. So each one of these mine carts sits on a powered rail, and then when I want to get rid of them, I can put another powered rail here and connect it back to this line. And then I'm just going to have a lever on the front of here. So if they become a pain in the butt and they don't trade properly, or they put the prices up too high, or I find a better price, I will flick a lever and they'll go all the way around the room, out and into a fiery pit of doom. Yet to be built, but that is the plan. So I did spend over an hour with this guy trying to get a Silk Touch book, and it just didn't happen. So what did we end up with instead? For 12 diamonds, looting 3. See, I couldn't turn that down. And then this guy, mending, so I couldn't turn that down either. So sadly no Silk Touch at the moment, and I've got not enough books as yet to make another bookcase, to make another lectern. So the villagers come from, and these aren't the 2 that I brought over, these 2 I've bred. The villagers actually come, if you follow the track, they come from the breeder that is all the way over there. Right, I've got a bit of a bridge built across this ravine. So lovely view. It just shows how big. Doesn't that look like the Starship Enterprise? Sorry. Yeah, so and you can see how barren it is. I mean, Tasha Minion, what did you do? What did you do? So I'll head up to the breeder. Okay guys, so this design, it was quite a new video that I'd seen by someone called Grim, not someone I've come across before, but it's not a bad little breeder as you've seen, I've already had 2 villagers out of there. So you have to, before you feed them, which you do through this trap door, push this button that makes the piston, push them against the wall, and then it's got only 3 beds. You can have up to 64, but it's only got 3 beds on the back at the moment. And then the baby will drop down into here, and then there's it's raining. And then there's a chest here into a hopper where I've got minecarts loaded up. And I push that button down there when there's a baby, and it fires a minecart out of the dispenser and then sets the baby all the way along here. So we're going to leave it now because I don't want a baby yet. And they look like they've still got food on them, so we'll head on back. So the little baby comes all the way in the minecart and into the breeder over there. And job's done. So that breeder, as I said, was designed by Grim, and I'll put a link to that in the description. So I do need to bring over quite a few more. And eventually I want to, my last trading haul was a nightmare. It was just, you know, everyone was spread. The farmers were in the middle of librarians and everything else, so I want to organise my trading hall a lot better this time, so all the librarians are together and I'm not dotting about here, there and everywhere. So let's head over to the Starship Enterprise, I mean Delsoft's iron farm. And this area, all of this area, a bit further back, so it's a little bit away from the base, is going to be the industrial area. So it's going to have things like the bamboo farm, the cactus farm, the sugarcane farm, great big farms, things like that, and of course an iron farm. So I haven't seen this actually. This is something that Delsoft's working on at the moment. Now I believe it's a Silent Whisperer design, and it doubles up as a mini trading hall as well. It's a work in progress, so I don't know much about it, I have to say. He's always had this thing about building iron farms. So he said, "Oh, can I come into your world and build an iron farm?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, sure." So, but I don't know how it works or anything like that. So we need to get out of here. It's not safe at the moment. So this is an iron farm that's in progress. So, but as I say, all of this will be the industrial side. As you can see, again, it's a big plateau that's connected to the main one. Also, a kelp farm needs to be built over here. So we'll head on back. Get myself in my shack. There we go. Right. So, as I said, I'm going to head into the creative world. So here we are, guys. This is my creative world. Just wait for it to render in. So let's go up. So this is the centre, that yellow block there, and that's where you saw the big birch tree, pillar, tree, pillar in the middle. So this area here is where the sorting room's going to go. Now, this is not the area where I'm having the trading hall. Originally it was, and then I decided to build it over this side instead, because the breeder is all the way over that way. So, but you can see just the size, the sheer size that this is going to be. And then this side where it's glass fronted along here, this is going to be sort of the base of operations. And I want within this internal wall, when it gets built, a big portal, not a farty little one, like a big one, that's inset into the wall. And then I've got pictures of kind of a seating area that will look out onto the wonderful view. Just make sure not to fall down a hole. So, but I mean, this is a mega build, as you can tell. So that's a lot of resources. Now, luckily, there's a lot of desert in my world, so I won't be hard pressed for concrete powder. But it's not something that I can build all in one go, so I'm going to build it in sections as I need it. And the walls won't stay plain, there will be detailing in that. The next thing I want to do is also work on having like a circle, probably a little bit bigger than I'm showing here, like that, which would be sort of a central tower that would then sort of come up as well. So, but that's kind of the ideas that I've been playing with. And I was playing around with the trader in here. So iron trapdoors. See, I've put a slab there, but I don't actually think I need it because they're in the mine carts. But we've got these levers here, and then each one is sitting on a powered rail. And what should happen is when you press the lever, there's a pit of doom. But I think actually I've revised that pit. Let's have a look. because in that one I was losing the mine carts. I mean, this is a little bit way down the line, but they were just ideas that I was playing with. Yeah. So I was playing with a different one that uses an activator rail, and then the throws the villager out to the side, and then the mine cart hits the cactus, breaks, and goes into the hopper. So yeah, I've been playing around with a few ideas. I want that bridge that goes over to the breeder. So it goes just across the ravine. So I've been playing around with some design ideas, and that would then go all the way down to the breeder. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I thought this was quite a good design. It's got sea lanterns under the carpet, so it keeps it lit. And then I've got to figure out what to do with legs going over the ravine, although I am thinking about some sort of suspension bridge design as well, but I don't know how well that would work with that. So yeah, I'm playing around with a few ideas at the moment. So you can kind of get a bit of an idea of the basis of my base. It's even in my head and in this creative world, it's still got a long way to go. I'm just playing around with ideas at the moment. So, but if you've got any suggestions, feel free to let me know on Twitter. What are you doing down there? Yeah, so just give me a shout on Twitter. So on that note, guys, that's kind of the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. You can watch this journey. Please leave me a comment with any ideas you've got. Or, as I say, catch me on Twitter at Tash the Minion. If you'd like to support me further, I do have a Patreon account, which is Tash the Minion. And otherwise, guys, I will see you on the next episode, and hopefully we'll be a bit further forward. Ta-ta for now.